Hello. Hey there. Hi. It's been a minute. Before I get started here, I do want to go ahead and offer a quick apology. I am very sorry. There have not been many uploads lately. I've been kind of busy. I guess if you're not watching these as they come out and you are somehow some stranger in the future who's watching these later, it's around Thanksgiving time, roughly coming up to that here in the United States. And I've been kind of busy getting ready for that. Yeah, pandemic going on. Oh, you shouldn't be having a big Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's why I'm not having a big Thanksgiving. I'm having a small Thanksgiving with 2 other people. All right, but I still gotta get stuff ready, you know. It's just how it be. That's just how it is, you know. Sometimes life picks up, work picks up. Gotta get ready for family time. It's just how it is. However, I can make this promise, and I can make this up to you, is that after Thanksgiving, I don't know if I'll be able to upload very consistently before the holiday. I'm sorry, I'm trying here. I've carved out an hour in which I can do this. But I can promise you all that after the holiday, I will have plenty of time. All right, I will figure it out. I can do this. Just believe in me. I ask for your forgiveness. And I ask you to believe in me while I look at the beer ads on the wall and the menus in Tanzaku paper. We're just gonna blast through some of these real quick. I'm pretty sure none of these are gonna say anything funny, but again, I have to look anyway. Condiments, sizzle chopsticks, the menu, some buckets, and a mop. Doing mopping the floor. Oh, I clicked on the mop twice. Classic mistake, honestly. How are you all doing? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I know you can't talk to me. I'm talking to no one, but that's just how it is sometimes. I don't know why I keep thinking this tissue box is something you can click on. It never is. It never has been, and honestly, it never will be. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop. Cordless phone, the swinging door. Oh my, here's a low table. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's what I thought. It's all the same. Oh, the picture frame. Photo in front of Ota. All right. Looks like Ota has calmed down. Hey there, champ. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer.
Debatable.
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Pout face. You, worried about Iris?
So worried that my stomach is in knots. The surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet.
Okay, are you worried about Mayumi?
Of course I am. That's my mom.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
What son wouldn't be worried about his mom?
Very true. I'll give you, look, Oda, you're a loser, but at least that's a reasonable take. Why are you here, though?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed.
Yeah, I mean, she did.
I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station.
Oh, I'm very, very sorry for that.
But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't
fine.
let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital.
I mean, you probably should have, man. I mean, you did get stabbed. So you should probably, you know...
That's why I'm here.
I'm not gonna make... It's not like Mayumi's under arrest or anything. We don't believe it's her.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
Because it's insane. It's not Mayumi. Like, it's just not.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying. Mom didn't do it. She's innocent.
What do you mean? That's what I've been saying. Nobody for a moment thought Mayumi was the killer. Ota. Literally nobody. All right. Back in episode 2, at this timestamp, Folon, you thought Mayumi was the killer. All right, look. I don't know what I've said in the past. I just kind of throw stuff at the wall as they come to me, and then immediately forget about them. So, you know, it's fine. Anywho, when Mayumi was like, I did it, literally not a soul was like, oh, well, there it is, lock her up, because that's insane. That's absolute insanity, Ota. Don't come out this holier than thou like, I've been saying it all along. I've been trying to tell you, fools. But like when someone confesses, even if it's fake, you gotta take them in. Like that's your obligation, you know? Yo, is Iris the
Word is
criminal
going
though?
around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way!
You don't even need to show me the thermo. Like, look at this face. This is insane.
Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
Yes. I think if she asked you, Ota, please, honey, pull out my eyeball. I'll love you forever, you do it in a heartbeat.
I was fighting for my life against the criminal.
Debatable.
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
And why was this live streamed? Like, why? Why would the Cyclops killer suddenly say, ah, yes, I need to record this so that, like, a hero can come? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
Yep.
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
Oh.
You.
But is he wrong? Did you stage the warehouse incident, Ota?
I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Yeah, I mean, she has literally no reason to protect anyone else that I can think of either, like.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Probably because she saw you being the criminal.
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia.
I mean, I'm not an expert on dementia, or really anything, honestly. I was gonna say, or any medical stuff, but then I just full stopped on anything. I'm not an expert on anything. But I thought dementia was just like memory loss, in like selective memory. I didn't think it was like, I didn't think you could fabricate memories with dementia. I don't know, maybe that is a thing. But from what I understood, I don't know.
Maybe her memory is just mixed up.
So about her dementia.
Everything is my fault.
What?
It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right?
Mm-hmm.
People who visited the park would stop here a lot.
Makes sense.
But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
Yeah, and then people stop going to the park. You know, the Six Flags nearby closes down, and then all the restaurants that were benefiting off of it, they
Chemical
suffer.
plant accident?
You are also right next to the big old contamination zone that nobody wants to go near, so you know.
Yeah, we're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day.
Okay.
And he was a security guard and traffic cop at night.
Jesus.
Mom worked as a janitor. They were both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job.
I mean, okay, so like this is a little weird take, and I think this is a difference between the culture in Japan and other countries. But like at least here in the United States, it is totally normal to have both your parents working. However, I do know that working conditions in Japan are way worse. They are way worse than they are here. People work like insane hours just in like a normal job. The fact that his dad was working 2 jobs is crazy. That man pretty much just like worked and slept. And I bet that's all he did. Like he had no time for anything else. He went to work, he went to his other job, he came home, he slept for 4 hours, he got up to go to the next shift. Like, that's crazy.
And they bought me a PC and Idol concert tickets.
Oh.
I had it good, but we were drowning in debt.
Debt? Oh, probably from, okay, yeah. Did you have to take out a loan
There's
for the place?
There's a loan on the house and the diner.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up. So they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad
Passed away?
He probably died of overwork. Which is that sounds weird, probably to some of my, well, all of my audience is Western. If you live in Japan and you're watching this, please like tell me. That'd be cool. That'd be wild. Why are you watching this from me? That'd be weird. But to my understanding, death by overwork in Japan is a very real thing. Like, it's just the conditions are so rough. Like people really put all they've got into their job. Like people have died from a single job. Just their body just gives out. Like they don't have any more to give. It's like an actual diagnosis over there. Everything I say could be wrong. This is what to my understanding and to my knowledge, I want to point that out. I'm not an expert on anything. I already said it, but I believe that is a real actual diagnosis, and it's a real thing that happens, is that people just like have health conditions from overwork, and that is the diagnosis. That's the word for it, is they died from overwork.
Yeah, he had a heart attack.
Yep.
From overwork.
There it is.
But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
Yeah, that's true. I mean...
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right?
That is the face of a skeptical parent. Oh my lord.
Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy.
Oh.
You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay?
This is adorable.
Ever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
I'm sorry, I just want to take a quick moment. What does her shirt say? Does it say hipster? Because, I mean, the scarf's covering a bit. H-I-P-E-R makes me, like, an S-tier there. I think it says hipster. It's a little weird, but okay. Sorry, completely derailed that very sweet moment. You lied about the editor thing, right? There's no way you have friends.
Yeah, how do you guess?
Because I know you don't have friends.
It was really just a few texts back and forth. But I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once.
I mean, okay, now hear me out. I love to absolutely destroy Ota and everything he stands for. But, like, just because you've never finished a novel doesn't mean you never will, right? Like, you know, that's kind of like, imagine, you know, the first time anyone does anything, they're gonna be bad at it, right? That's why you practice and become good. You know, nobody picked up something and was just incredible. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. Like, do you think the first time Usain Bolt ever ran any stretch, he got the world record or like a crazy time? No. He probably had a pretty normal, if not bad time the first time he did it, right? So you gotta, that's why you do it over and over and you keep trying, because eventually you're gonna get it right. You're gonna figure things out. As long as you learn a little every single time and keep moving forward, you will get there, you know?
I always give up after the first 5,000 words.
Okay, now there's the problem. Never mind. Everything I just said completely goes out the window. If you just give up, then there's no point, right? If it's like, oh, well, I ran half of the marathon and then I just gave up. But I'm gonna get it one day and then I ran half the marathon and then I gave up. Oh, well, which I do wanna say 5,000 words, that's like nothing. That is, how, like, bruh. This is actually a pitiful amount. Like, I don't even, I've written papers in college that had higher word counts than this on topics that I knew nothing about. Like, how on earth is this the most you can do, guy?
To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But Mom, she kept supporting me.
That's what parents do, you know? Well, I should say that's what good parents do. Not gonna touch on that. So when did her illness start?
Not
Skating
long after I
past
quit
that
college. Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally. One day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Oh, Lord, kid, like, come on. Oh, good God.
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Why are you so angry? Why are you upset about this? I could kind of understand, right? Obviously he doesn't know that her memory's slipping, right? He doesn't realize that on the first offense, you know? It's hard to kind of pinpoint that. I can understand when she's like, oh, you aren't going to college? And you're like, Mom, I literally told you yesterday I dropped out. Like, what the hell? Come on. Why are you angry that she's like, oh, do you want food? I bet you're hungry. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, no, Mom, I already ate twice today. I don't want more free food. Ugh.
Oh, did you?
What?
By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Okay, now, on the third route, you should have picked something up. You should have been like, something's weird here. Like, on the third time.
Why are you making fun of me?
Oh, my Lord. Really, dude?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me!
Okay, alright. Alright, there's the loser Ota we all know and love. Don't fuck with me, Mom. I don't want dinner.
Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit.
Alright, now, I will admit, the way you acted, pretty piece of shit. We've all been there, though. We've all done things we regret, that's fine. Your mother did not get dementia because you were a piece of shit. That's an insane correlation. That's absolutely crazy. I've been a piece of shit to my parents, and they didn't get dementia. You know, like, that's crazy, you know? Like, I'm not currently, at least I strive not to be, but looking back, I did some pretty shitty things as a younger individual. I think everyone has. You don't really understand the gravity of a lot of situations when you're younger. You don't quite have the full perspective, even though you think you do. But, I will say, first off, again, I've already beaten this into the ground, but this correlation here, because Mom got sick because, you could just cut this off, right? And we'll just split this sentence in half. I'm such a piece of shit. You shouldn't be down on yourself, right? However, I do think that it is good to look back at past events and be like, wow, that was a shitty thing of me to do. Because that means that you have learned that that was a bad thing and that you are striving to improve. So this is a good sign. This is insanity.
I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me.
It's kind of weird to think that your mom would mess with you like that, but I can understand how you don't, like, make that correlation immediately, right? Like, it's not something you look out for. If all of a sudden my mother started, you know, randomly misaligning memories, the first thing I wouldn't think of is, oh my god, she has a disease, dementia, you know? It would probably take me a while to catch it as well, right? Like, it's a hard thing to catch.
I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
That's not because of you, though, dude. That's not because of you. I think. I don't know, does dementia get worse? Maybe it is because of him, I don't know. I'm trying to be comforting to this fictional character about a disease I know nothing about. Oh, Lord. Okay. Ooh. About that picture.
What's that picture?
It's the one of when he gave her the knife. It's like the only photo they have in the whole house. Oda turned the photo frame to me so I could see it. Yep.
Looking at this photo reminds me. One time, when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it.
I mean, that's a normal thing. Again, kids don't have a full perspective. They don't understand. A lot of times when you're really young, you don't have a concept of manners, right? That's not something you're born with. It's something you have to learn. So you say something bad, your parents scold you, that's the end of it, you know? They're like, hey, don't do that. That's a bad thing to do. That's good parenting.
And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, the knife.
My mom was so happy that she cried.
Oh.
That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
I don't know enough to comment on that. Don't have all the info.
Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit,
True.
but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Yeah. I don't know. I still think that if Iris told him to do anything at all, he'd do it, right? I still think Iris is the criminal, and that Ota would just yes-man her.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Iva on this one.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make
True.
up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
I don't know, man. I'm still not personally buying it. Ota is sitting with a depressed look on his face. Well, see you later, kiddo. I guess. Very strange conversation. Very strange situation, really. I don't know why my game is dying. I'm afraid it's gonna crash at any moment, genuinely, and I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad if that
Date,
happens.
weren't you going to check the warehouse?
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Okay. Well, first things first, as usual. The water of
Date,
Tokyo Bay.
look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My
pretty
vision and my looks are my best qualities.
Not true. Your humor's also up there, Aiba. I like Aiba. Aiba's great. Red barrier line wraps around the scene. We used to use caution tape. Bada-bada-bada-ba. Water Tokyo Bay. We got a
Aiba,
box.
what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material. And a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
Yep.
No, the kind that features gratuitous nudity.
Wooden box. Gotta make up some excuse to grab that box. Date, that box is massive. How are you gonna take it? How are you actually gonna take that box, though? This crane looks like it could pierce the sky.
Just like my you-know-what.
What?
What is your you-know-what?
It could only be one thing.
Oh, your ego?
No, not my ego.
This crane is towering. We got an oil drum.
Hi, I'm Drum I'm on.
What?
You say strange things sometimes.
Alright. It's an oil drum. It doesn't look like Reika from the Cabaret Club. Warehouse is all in a line. Stat containers. If I put that corner container in an empty slot, would the bottom line disappear? Do 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 do. The Tetris sound. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. You know, for reasons. Oh, we got a forklift over here. That's pretty cool.
Aiba, who drove the van
Oh
here?
no, that was progression. You fool!
There are two possibilities. Either Iris or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
Yeah.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
Police officer. Says it doesn't have any new information. Police officer. Police officer. Again, for the third time. I just want to make sure there's nothing. Oh, the mooring post. Mooring post. A pillar to moor a ship.
Date, do you know what a bollard is?
I have no idea, Aiba. Please tell me.
Of course.
Oh.
It's a type of duck.
Is that a mallard?
That's a mallard.
Oh, I got it. He's learning. Oh, okay, yep. Mooring post, sometimes called a bollard, apparently. Oh, the containers again. Stack containers. Okay, you're a fishery cold storage, a warehouse. All right, back to the van. So almost certainly not her. How about the station
Aiba,
wagon?
Are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
So it was definitely Ota who drove it here.
Why are you stating the obvious?
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene.
I guess, but like there were no other fingerprints on it.
If she was, how did she get here?
It's a good point. How did she get here? Did she take an Uber? A Lyft?
She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course, a different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
Aiba connected to the N system server and began her research. The N system server. What is this? She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Yeah, a taxi, otherwise known as expensive Uber.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
All right, well, let's go talk to the taxi driver. Good old Lemniscate. I love the music here. I don't know why.
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
Oh, good God. Oh no, I don't have the willpower to deal with this. Oh, good God. Anyone who unironically says moi.
Moi?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
It's not old man's diction. That's quite frankly just being pompous.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
God, where are those glasses, dude?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
All right, well, you know, as usual. A
Sofa King.
Don't.
Just stopping that one. It's a low table in front of the sofa. A potted plant.
Date, look! An antlion! Yay! Go, antlion!
Aiba has a strange fascination with insects. Potted plant. Lots of magazines in that
Feature.
rack.
Anyone can run a pyramid scheme. I believe I'll purchase that on my way home.
What? Lots of magazines in that rack. A vending machine full of drinks.
This is Magnus Spiel.
Okay.
How do you know?
Yeah, that's a little weird. Magnus Spiel's promotional video is playing. A door is probably an office back there. We've got the Lemniscate logo. Oh yeah, the high table and the high stools.
A high stool. It's like a tall seat.
Uh-huh.
Why are you stating the obvious?
High stools are placed around the table. We got a large window. The abstract painting displayed on the wall.
Oh, have you taken note of the painting? It is titled Lions Fishing. Carpe diem.
What? Uh-huh. Okay. There's an incomprehensible abstract painting displayed on the wall. Can I look at the desk? Yeah. Receptionist desk. And then the receptionist. Oh my God, I could talk to you all the way over there? It's her with the... Yep. Hey, about Iris.
What? You're too far away. I can't hear you.
Oh, what? Hello? I walk closer to the receptionist.
I can't believe Tessa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not?
I'm sorry. I just love that they actually went to spell out believe like this. That's incredible.
What if I'm next? Freaks me out. Date, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
What is this conversation? Hey, but like, also, is it business as usual here? What? I can't hear you.
You gotta come closer. I can't hear you.
I'm very sorry. There's a truck right next to my house. If you are hearing that, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm very sorry. I'm just gonna power through and pray that you forgive me.
What can I say? You know, the biz is harsh, schedules are tight.
Oh, good God. Can we not, sir? Please? I beg you. Okay, business hard, schedules are tight, and power
If we shut
through.
down for even a date, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
So they want to avoid that, of course.
Uh-huh. Well, that went nowhere. So do you want to, like, go get food sometime?
Huh? I can't hear you.
No, but you gotta come closer. Walk closer to the
Oh,
receptionist.
You asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated.
Uh-huh.
I told you, I am reptilian.
What does this mean?
But you were just joking, right?
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I only eat vegetables.
What? That's... What?
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
Yeah, but like, reptilian. Okay, good. Date, that should be your cue, your red flag to get out of there. A self-employed taxi driver. Where are you from?
I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
Uh-huh.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Oh, no. What are you doing here?
I have just finished conveying my client from Tameke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby.
Fair. So about Mayumi. Before I arrived at Lemnis Gate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Oh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Yikes!
Old hag.
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo.
Okay.
Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Yeah.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi.
Describe what happened with Mayumi.
I recall it was around 10 in the evening. Near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner.
Dude, what a memory.
That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me. Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film.
Oh my lord.
I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van.
So we went to the next lot over.
So I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
Uh-huh.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
Very strange.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
Okay, so there is the possibility that it is a third killer. There's a chance. Listen to the rest of the story.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view.
Huh.
We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back. In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout.
This is insane. This taxi driver went along with, I mean, I guess he got paid, so sure.
About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor.
What on earth is this man?
Thus, I can approximate the time.
Okay, uh-huh.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We had come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
One more question.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Oh my lord, it is so! Why on earth else would it stop at his house? Like, come on.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
There's like no tie here. Why are you in this? Oh my lord.
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
This is insane. Oh, we're gonna go to his house and he's gonna be like, you have no warrants. You have no power here, police officer. I'm not required to help you. I would rather there be a killer on the loose. Yeah, well, that's a thing an innocent man would say. Uh-huh.
There's no one here.
Indeed.
That's suspicious.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Pretty sus, my dude. Pretty sus. I like the little waves on his doors. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Aiba. Do you smell something funny?
Can Aiba smell? That's my question.
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. I'm looking around. Oh, look at the doors, dude. The doors are cool. I can't look at the doors? Oh, well. Expensive looking table in the middle of the room. There's a cushion on top of the chair. Couple of shelves. Can I look at this wall scroll? A hanging scroll. Well, all right. I'll look at the big, obvious vase. Oh, wait a minute. The folding screen. Okay, no. There's nothing going on.
There's something strange about this vase.
That's a vase, Date.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Maybe, but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
That's really weird. Why would you, like, plate on top the vase?
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
It's fixed with many bolts, not just one.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
We just look with our x-ray vision, Superman. Oh. Huh. Alright, well, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This one caught me a little by surprise.
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
Was not expecting the body inside it. Alright, really, dude? You're gonna use your gun? That's a little extreme. Oh, God. Yep, it's Sosajima with his eye popped out.
Sosajima?
Interesting. So the killer is not So. They stopped by here to kill Sosajima as well and stuff him in this vase? Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying vase. Get over it. Let's look at the shards. Fragments of the broken vase. So's body. Cut into pieces.
That is the head of Sosajima.
Yep.
The left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Yeah, checks out.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
Okay, no, apparently this happened very recently.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital. They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime.
Well, that very convenient way to clear all of them.
Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
But, like, who do we have left at this point?
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
I mean, nobody thought Mayumi was. I was pretty sure Ota wasn't. Iris not being? That's kind of wild to me. I was so, like, the evidence was stacked against her for Renju. Like, crazy stacked against her. And the evidence was pretty stacked against her about Shoko, right? Because, like, Iris could have taken Renju's phone to kill Shoko.
Right.
And, like, texted, what's her name? Mizuki. Yada yada.
By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
Sosajima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son.
He has a son? Where's he?
Their son is currently living abroad.
Oh, alright, well, that answers that.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Oh, ring ring, banana phone.
Date, a call from Pewter.
Pewter?
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running.
About that, Pewter, we found another body.
You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found Sosajima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I'm at the Sajima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan?
Honestly, good question.
Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Do we have to sync with her to see what she knows, right? Is that what's going on here?
Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
To see if she remembers who it is?
Then,
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Well, let's go to HQ. Go dive into Mayumi's. I wonder what's syncing with someone with dementia gonna be like. It's gonna be interesting. Gonna be different.
Date, a large-scale investigation of Sosajima has already begun.
Yeah, because the congressman
This
died.
very
It makes
moment,
sense.
The media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
True.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
Where's Boss? A little suspicious of that. What's she doing? Normally Boss is always there with us, right? I guess she might be dealing with the media, and so, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna stop making assumptions and presumptions. Hello? Are we on the sun? What is this?
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house.
Oh, Lord. Okay, this is gonna be wild.
Huh? What happened to me?
Poor Mayumi. God, that...
This
man...
is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
I feel so sorry for anyone suffering from dementia, because, dear Lord, I can only imagine how much of a nightmare it must be to deal with that. Like, good God. I have allegedly a perfectly working memory. Not like, you know, oh, my memory's better, but like, my memory works fine, and even I forget important stuff all the time. I can't imagine what it's like to forget more things. Are you crazy? Like...
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
It's a good idea.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan! Activate!
Somnium scan. Show me the mental locks. Table. I don't know nothing. More nothing. The wall. I don't know, man. I don't have the full... The clock! It's friggin' 12 o'clock even. Find Mayumi's lost memories. Reproduce Mayumi's past actions to invoke her lost memories. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick apology in advance. I'm not ending the episode, but I am going to save, just because I'm terrified the game's going to crash. And if it does, that way I can pick back up if things do go bad. I don't think this game ever crashed for me before that one time when it did that one episode, and now I'm terrified that it'll do it again. So what we got? We got the swinging door, the wall clock, and the calendar. Let's look at the calendar.
A calendar.
Today's date is...
The calendar reads 2 months ago.
Okay. What about the wall clock?
Calendar.
No, I wanted to look at the wall clock, though. Hear me out.
A wall clock.
What time is it?
The hands have stopped.
Okay. Got the sliding door.
The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Welcome, welcome back. We're closed. Oh, I like we're closed. That's strong. What's up with the swinging door?
A swinging door that leads to the kitchen.
Ota, come over here. No, we gotta, no. Ota's on the other side, right? We gotta welcome him in.
The sliding door at the entrance. Who could that be?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
Oh, God.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite.
Aw.
Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
Oh, come on. Eat the food she made, you weirdo. Even if you already ate, eat again. You'll be fine.
But...
I'm fine.
Oh, my God. Oh, brat.
Ota, wait! Ota?
Oh, different point in time. Okay, this is gonna be interesting to follow. Oh, we got a little bit more of the room
Part
back.
of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Dude, can you not hear the BGM? See the flowers and stuff? This is gonna be a sad Somnium. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for you all. This is gonna be a sad run.
It doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
True. Alright, so we still got the clock and the calendar. So we got the phone, the menu, the beer poster. Alright, well, I mean, come on. This is gonna be something funny
An
going on
old beer
here.
poster.
Looks like me when I was young. I could use a beer. Okay. Menu.
An old menu.
One ramen, please. Let's come up with a new menu. Okay. Ring, ring.
Oh?
Oh!
It's the phone. Maybe try picking it up?
Roger.
Wrong number. My husband. What? What even is this? Well, when in doubt.
Is this a to-go order?
To-go order. Oh my god. I read that as like to go order, and I was like, what on earth is that? It's to-go order. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm actually the dumbest man ever. Oh.
Yeah, can I get a fried rice set with okonomiyaki and french fries?
What on earth is that order, Date? That is so cursed.
Sure thing. That seems like a lot of carbs. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I've got that health tea, so...
Health tea? You cannot fix an unhealthy lifestyle with tea.
Sorry.
Seriously. Exercise. Exercise!
Okay, I'll have the Chinese spinach with the liver and leek meal.
What is
Why
happening?
are you still trying to order something?
What is happening? All right, well, that was something.
Agent Date, you've got 5
A
minutes.
swinging door that leads...
Let's get ready. Ota, come over here.
An old beer poster.
That looks like me when I was young.
Looks like me when I was young. Date, something is a bit off. This woman and Mayumi, they are not, you know.
Well, there's a beach in the ad, and Mayumi looks like a sea creature, so...
What?
Be nice.
What does that even mean? Oh, I got a 1/10 from that. Pretty high tier.
An old man.
I don't think it's come up with a new menu. I don't. All right, look. I don't think it's one ramen, please. But one ramen, please, is gonna be hilarious. I believe in it. I believe it's gonna be funny.
One ramen, please. Wait a moment. What would me ordering anything accomplish?
Oh, come on. I wanted to see Aiba, like, jump into the kitchen and, like, make it or something.
I thought it might trigger Mayumi's memories of customers.
But Mayumi still thinks that customers frequent her diner, correct?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, lame. All right, let's check out this phone.
The phone is ringing.
What if we just don't say anything?
What's that? I'm the 1 millionth caller?
Oh,
I've won a fantastic prize!
yo.
I just have to give you my bank account information?
Yeah, all they need is your bank account information and your social security number.
Stop, just hang up already.
Okay, all right. This phone's got some good stuff going on here. Is it my husband?
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband!
Oh no, I definitely thought that was like, oh, it's my husband calling. Hi, honey, how are you? I did not think this was, oh, good God, my husband had a heart attack.
Why? How could this happen?
Oh boy. Okay. Yikes. It's real yikes. Heard about Mr. Matsushida's death. Whew.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the correct answer there. So we got a cake.
You have
bucket.
3 minutes, Date.
Still got the clock and the calendar. Oh, can I check these for like...
A cal-
Oh my god, I can just get these for more timies. That's the
calendar-
strat, because everything is so expensive, dude. Oh, it all makes sense now. This is how I get to joke around. All right, what's going on with the autographs?
Autographs decorate the wall.
The middle, the left, the right. Okay, well, what's going on with the one on the right?
Mikimoto?
Who is that?
A photographer with some sort of beard like a mountain man?
What? What?
Autographs decorate the wall.
Okay, let's look at the middle.
Enoshima?
Okay, alright, this joke is gonna make no sense if you have not played a certain other game series by this company that I may or may not play on this channel one day. I don't know, I've been looking at it. I've been trying to think of how I'd make it entertaining. But it's something I want to do, so I'm not giving anything away here.
Who is that?
Could be anyone.
Unknown. But I hope we will find out.
Oh! Yo, they even played the... Oh, I love it. What's going on with this bucket? Delicious. Let's wear it. Oh, they're both so good. How can I pick? They're both so incredible. Well, first, it's delicious.
Delicious! Hmm? You mean...
You'll give it a try, right?
Oh, no. Their sad face. Oh, no, Aiba.
Rich and tasty.
Oh no! Why would you do this? Oh no!
It is a diner after all. All the good flavors have collected on the floor.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
I see. That's nice. I honestly can't believe you did that. I never would have done that.
You have an uncanny ability to drive people to murderous intent. Do you know that?
I'm a love and peace kind of guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my god. Oh
You have less
no.
than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Oh, that hurt my soul. Alright, well come on, let's wear the bucket.
Let's wear it. Let's wear it?
Aiba, wear it.
Roger. Wearing it, I suppose.
Oh no.
I feel as though my defense power has gone up.
True.
And?
No one can hit your head.
I am impervious to telepathic interference.
Okay. Alright.
You're afraid. I remember.
I will never forget this, Date.
Oh, I get to keep the bucket! Yo! Oh, I get to keep the
A
bucket.
delicious cake.
I wonder who it's for.
Thank you. Congratulations, Dad. Let's put your face in it. Hey, it's gotta be congratulations, Ota, right? Like, come on.
Congratulations, Ota.
Oh, the stupid bucket.
I'm home.
Ota!
Oh, yo! Takaro!
Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
What was that popper?
Hooray! Congrats!
Oh, this is so sweet. Yo, it's Caro, Ota's dad. Pretty cool dude.
Hooray!
What
Hooray!
is this hat he's wearing? Oh, ultimate hype man. Taken from this world before his time. Or too early, I guess, not necessarily
Ota
before his
was quite
time.
the spoiled child, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was.
He definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
Oh, I love that I can
I
still
said
wear
1
this
minute.
stupid
Hurry.
thing. And shut up, Pewter. I'm wearing a bucket on my head. We had to drink the floor water and then wear the bucket. It's very important.
It's an envelope. Some kind of mail?
Oh, ooh.
This is a bank statement. The Matsushita family's loan.
Let's do our best. Let's burn it and throw it away. Let's forget about it. Let's take a break. It's gotta be let's do our best, right? Like,
Let's do our best.
Takaro.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
oh.
Okay. We'll work harder for Ota's dream.
God bless. This is killing me. Oh my lord. It's too real. I needed to play this game when I didn't have like a concept of money and financial strain, because oh my god. This is killer. Okay.
We reproduced another painful memory.
Yep.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Yeah, for the people you love.
Is that so?
Sorry. Todoroki Man sticker. It's gotta be the new thing, right? Like, come on. I'm running low on time, so I'm sorry. I'm
It's a sticker from a chocolate candy.
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
Oh, good God. Oh, I hate young Ota. He has, like, okay. He looks like alright, he looks like a brat in both of them. He looks kinda normal in this one. Why is he so, like, smushed over here? You know, it's like someone bonked him on the head and he lost his neck, like a cartoon.
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Cursed. And he said figurine, omelet, rice, chocolate. Don't be selfish. It's gotta be chocolate, right?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Todoroki Man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go.
What on earth is this image? What on earth?
That's not it. Oh, honey. I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki Man. Oh. Sorry, your mom can be such a dummy sometimes.
Oh, good God. All right, like, this is not how you raise a child. I'm sorry. Like, at some point you gotta be like, all right, you little brat. You can either have the chocolate or not. I get it, you know, it's hard to keep, but still, you can't feed into this, all right? You can't let it go, because that's how you get current day Ota.
You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot.
Come on, like, what on earth?
Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom!
What on earth is happening? What is actually happening?
What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Yo, but hold on. Look, I'm gonna completely derail this very sweet moment. Confirmation S&T. It says hipster. I'm just saying.
Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota.
No.
Ota! Come back! Ota!
You know, this doesn't seem good. What we've done here. I don't think we've done a good thing.
Ota? Takaro? Don't leave me! Don't leave me alone!
No.
I'm sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro! I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
Ooh, baby. This is, I don't even know what to say.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
Date, look at what you've done.
Yeah, we've done some not good stuff here.
If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma...
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
Yeah, we're trying to stop the killer, but it's like, oh my god.
What are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
Why are we, this isn't, I don't know, man.
But...
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something.
I don't think there is, dude. I don't know. I think this is gonna lead us nowhere.
There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
That's gonna tell us what? Who the killer is? We're trying to find the freaking... We're trying to just get who's the polar bear.
is that your intuition?
Oh. And we're just absolutely making this poor woman relive all of this trauma.
Date, 30 seconds!
Yeah. You got 30 seconds, pewter. Oh shoot, I ran to Mayumi, but it's the freaking wall clock, dude!
A wall clock.
Turn back time or advance time? Alright, well first off. Oh, good god. Do we want to go backwards or forwards? Go forwards. Going backwards, we're just gonna loop. We're trying to go forward so we can see who the killer is. Oh, we got a cutscene. I think that's a good sign. This is gonna be her walking into the warehouse? Is that what this is?
Ota,
Oh,
sweetie.
not at all. It's the knife.
Mom! I...
Aww.
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah.
Aww. Why'd you give the kid the knife gift?
Thank you, Mom.
It's a little weird. Like, shouldn't Ota have given the apron and Takeru given the knife?
I love you.
Aw.
Forever and ever. too, Ota.
How sweet.
I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah, we are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a very sweet
Looks
moment.
like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree.
With something
By the way,
about.
Date,
Oh, I can't talk.
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Something about when Takero went for the family hug, and he was like, "Yeah!" That one really got me. Which side note, I was holding this bit of trivia back because I didn't want to interrupt the sweet scene, which I interrupted 800 times. I didn't want to make it 801 times. The voice actor for Takero. I'm gonna say it how they say in the game. I'm gonna assume that's correct. His voice actor is the same voice actor as Geralt, and the narrator in Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's just a fun fact. My ears picked that one up. I heard it and I was like, there he is, my boy, the narrator. There's a scene in Three Houses at the beginning of every kind of chapter where they do like almost like a Monty Python-esque mural while the narrator talks over kind of like the things happening in the world. I always think back on that. Well, here we go to Central Hospital.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
So did we fix her dementia? Like, what happened? I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi was following the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famisto parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away. So she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at the Okura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
Polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened.
So I guess we did fix her dementia, I suppose? I don't know, it's a little weird.
I panicked and ran.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
I mean, the evidence was pretty stacked against him.
No, I understand.
Hey, Ota, can you pull your right hand out from under the blanket? I'm concerned that you're holding a knife again.
It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, wasn't it?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah. I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
Aww.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you! It's Todoroki Man! Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man!
God, this is so cursed. I'm sorry, I can't, I've got nothing to say here because I'm like in shock. Listening to young Ota is just the worst. Like, I was hoping maybe at first when I guess the moment I saw young Ota I knew, but like this was your chance at redemption. But no, you were also just a loser as a child. You were born a loser, I'm sorry, like.
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate.
You don't do that. It's not how you're supposed to handle the situation.
My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
Yeah, he did the good parent thing.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid.
Yo, there it is. Takeru knows what's up. You're the stupid one. There we go. What a Chad. What a guy. Oh my lord, the real hero of this route, honestly.
Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom,
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
Really?
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife.
Okay, surely he gave the money to Dad. Because I was like, who on earth is gonna let the child buy this knife? That seems very irresponsible.
And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and then the picture.
Say cheese!
That's so sweet.
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Todoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder.
Okay, so she still has it.
It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
We're just gonna straight up say this, huh? Okay.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate.
Aww.
The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I mean, I think that makes sense, right? Like, I'm not a parent. Not really something I plan on doing anytime soon. If ever. I don't know. Barely take care of myself. Are you crazy? You gonna put me in charge of another human being? Funny joke. Anywho, I mean, I imagine it's a pretty common trope in, like, fiction and movies and whatnot, right? But I imagine there's also a lot to reality of it too, right? Where it's like, it's hard to look at your kid and see them grow up, you know? It's hard to then, you've seen the entire process, you know? And you have to be so involved in the early stages that, like, it's hard to kind of let that go. So I can see that. That makes sense.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back.
All right, but like the bedside table and the LCD TV real quick. There's the bed, the user temperature body, the curtain as a divider, the cupboard. I'm sorry, I have to do it. I have to ruin it because if there's green text, I'm playing the game bad. If there is green text, then the game is wrong. Mayumi's sitting quietly. Ota is sitting up in the bed. Talk to her.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Oh.
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Oh, no. No, he's gonna hold that one up forever, Date. No, you fool.
Ota's friend.
You got caught up in the moment. And now Ota's always... Oh, no. He's gonna hold that above your head forever.
Is that right?
You lost the power dynamic, you absolute fool.
I hope you two get along.
Yeah, it's sweet, but like, oh my god. Oh, sorry, I already looked at that. So what happens now?
I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me.
Okay.
I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
Aww.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty reasonable aspiration, right? Start small and work your way up, you know?
Of course.
One last thing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Oh, shit, dude.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Oh, no, don't, no.
Nothing. See you, kid.
Don't give him hope. There's no chance. Iris will never love you. Don't let the simps win.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time.
Oh, my lord.
She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it. Is she going to be your financier? Maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiancé.
Oh yes, yes, that's it.
Financier.
Jeez, Mom.
Oh, my lord. Yeah, Mom, I'm gonna propose and marry the girl you haven't met. That seems like a smart decision. Ha 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 ha. This is a very sweet ending, though. God.
Date, there are still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah, if anything, we did
Yeah,
nothing for the investigation. We did not help it at all here.
Looks like another all-nighter.
We did not progress. We wasted all of that time. Well, I guess not wasted. We cleared a bunch of people. But, like, we still have no leads on the polar bear. At all. And on that note, that's Ota's route done. Again, I will watch the credits when we get to the last route. Just saying. We will watch the whole thing. I want to... Oh, there's more after. Never mind. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I
What,
sent
can
a
you act as a
video to the
projector?
boss's PC.
Oh, okay.
Could you check there, please?
Boss went to her desk and moved her mouse. I stood next to her and looked at the monitor. Oh, do we get to see the other side of Boss's desk? Oh, of course not.
What's this?
It's from Sunday night.
Yes. After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Don't remind us.
Tessa, wait!
Okay.
I'll get the car.
This video again. Yeah.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Look closely. The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Oh my lord, this is insane.
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image.
Enhance. Zoom.
Boss, the next video.
You witch!
Oh shit, she's holding a knife.
You stay away from my boy!
Okay. Oh, she just takes it from her.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Absolutely the most suspicious thing in the world.
Ota.
What on earth? Okay, I have so many questions. Why did she take the knife? Why'd she take the knife? I mean, that explains how it got there.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
Maybe?
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later.
I mean, we know they stopped at Sosajima's house, and they went into the Kawasaki district for a while, so there are plenty of opportunities for the killer to have taken the knife from Iris.
You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
Oh, I hate it.
An object.
A clump of organic matter.
What?
Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Oh no, I know what it is. It's the eyeball.
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
Okay, I did not expect it to be Shoko's eyeball. I definitely thought it was going to be his eyeball that was like force-fed to him or something. Shoko's eyeball. Huh. So the killer fed Shoko's eyeball to Renju? Why? It's real weird. It's very, very strange. I would love to say a video game. Thank you very much for asking. And you know what? I'm going to take this time, while I'm thanking the video game, to thank you all for watching. I've made an extra long video. Again, I kind of knew the end of the route was coming up. But I also wanted to make an apology for not uploading, so I made a nice long video to find the branching. Yeah. I'm not a newbie to this game. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next episode, whenever I get some time I'm going to try and carve out one more recording at least before Thanksgiving, but I cannot make that promise. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. It's been a little crazy for me lately. But the next video you see, we're going to go up this path and see our way. We're working our way backwards. So now we're done all the bottom stuff down here. I'm going to try working our way up and see where this leads. So this is... Okay, this is, oh my god, what an image. This is Iris's Somnium. Okay, so that's going to branch off somewhere wild. Anywho, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a good holiday coming up. If you're watching this and the holidays aren't coming up, whenever the holiday does come up, have a good one. Got 'em. Anyway, I'm off. Goodbye. I have things to do. Thank you for watching again. Bye-bye!